In this video, I would like to quickly go through some of the aggregate functions which SQL provides, and I'm going to be using a different table this time around. It's the track table, which consists of all the soundtracks and certain details about soundtracks like composer, duration, the bytes, so it is related to the storage or size of the song. And let's say I want to find out how many records are there in this table. So I can use count function, and then I can specify star. I can use, instead of this star, I can use the name of one of the columns, but that really doesn't matter in the context, because the count function would simply return how many rows there are in this table. So if I execute this, and this is telling us that there are about 3,503 records in this table. So let me just get back to the actual query. Let's execute it again, and let's see which is the largest song in terms of bytes in this table. So we can do that using a max keyword, and I can specify the column name. So what we really want to know is the size, the size of the largest soundtrack, and that size would be in bytes. So the maximum value of bytes available over here. So let's just execute it quickly, and this is the size of the largest song, which looks quite big. Anyway, just write another select statement, and I would like to show you min function. And min is a pretty similar function to bytes, except that it returns a totally opposite sort of result. So it tells you how many bytes do we have in the shortest song. So that's about 38,747. Let me run both the statements. So that's the largest song, that's the smallest song. Now another thing which we can do, let me see what we have in our tracks table again. So if I do that, so this is the whole thing. So we've got milliseconds over here. Let's say I want to find out what is the duration of all the songs put together. So in other words, I'm saying that I want to add up the values, all the values of this milliseconds column. So what I can do is I can use an other function called sum, and I'm interested in adding up all the values inside the milliseconds column, and that would give me the duration of all the songs put together, and that is the duration of all the songs combined in milliseconds. Okay, so let me quickly query the table again. Oops. If I do this, okay, so now I'm interested, I would just like to show you one more aggregate function, which is an average function. Just average, and then we can use the millisecond, and what I want to know is the average duration of a specific song or soundtrack within this soundtracks table, and that is the average duration of a song. It's about 393,599 milliseconds. So these are the 5 aggregate functions, very common functions, which you may use time to time. And I think it's important to know about these functions because we are going to use these functions in more advanced select statements.